The indefinite closing of schools for the rest of the academic school year becomes official, along with an exclusive virtual sit-down with the superintendent of schools, Dr. Bill Heidenreich. The girls' volleyball team still prepares from their homes for the arrival of the fall sports season. Students use at-home supplies and their own creativity, all to make a new purpose for used objects. All this and more, coming up now on the Falcon Report. Good morning once again, and thank you for joining us for this Friday, the 8th of May, 2020. I'm Aiden Andrews. As recently announced by Governor Andrew Cuomo last Friday, New York State school buildings are now closed for the rest of the academic school year. This prompts the logical next questions: what now? What will happen going forward? When will we get back to school? Esteban Ramirez joins us now for an update with the district's plan going forward. Good morning, and thank you for joining us, Esteban.
Thanks, Aiden. Although our campus will remain closed, our students and teachers are still putting in 100% into our end-of-the-year events. Although the end-of-the-year Regents exams are canceled, our advanced placement students will still be taking their APs online. To ensure success, teachers are dedicating hours of extra time by helping students with review sessions and online classes. To reduce stress and make this temporary transition to online school easier for all students, the district has also decided to use a pass-fail method for our final marking period of the 2019 to 2020 school year. We'll throw it back to Aiden Andres, who connected with the superintendent of schools via Zoom call.
I'm joined here with the superintendent of schools, Dr. Bill Heidenreich. So, Dr. Heidenreich, first of all, thank you for joining us. And I want to know, how are you doing?
I'm doing best I can, just like everyone else. I'm coming to work every day, spending a lot of time with my family. We recently decided to foster a dog, and that's keeping us busy at home. So I guess I'm doing the best I can.
So how would you say the Valley Stream Central High School District is handling this entire situation?
You know, I'm very proud of the work of our students, our teachers, our school leaders, our parents. I think everyone understands that we are in a different world, and I think everyone is doing their best to go forward with their education in a different way.
And where are we with making a plan for reopening our school buildings?
So that's not really going to be up to individual schools, as far as I understand. That's going to be a decision perhaps made by the governor in consultation with the Center for Disease Control and other medical professionals. There's a lot of open, questions right now. For example, we're reviewing whether or not we could have a summer school, and we're really not sure what conditions will be in place in the fall. So it's a little bit premature to have that conversation about a reopening at this point in time.
Yeah, definitely. And how normal, if you will, would you consider things to be like once we, reopen and everything?
That's a great question. I can't even speculate. I've seen a number of models that people have discussed. I've looked into them, and I have a lot of questions about how that would work in public education.
And how would the community, or how should they, prepare for a reopening of the schools? And obviously right now there's not much to do. What should they do right now?
Sure. So to prepare to return, I think that once the governor, made that, not the governor, but the Board of Regents canceled the Regents exams, it kind of shifted the focus on learning, where students and teachers should be preparing to learn the material that they know to be successful when our schools reopen. And part of one of the biggest concerns I have right now is not so much the academics, but the social and emotional component to being in isolation. So I would encourage everyone to get online, to see your classes, to see your teachers, and to connect. This is great for me.
And finally, are there any messages that you may have to the South community?
Just hang in there, do your best. We're going to get through this. Be kind to each other, and all the best to you and your families.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really, really appreciate it.
Thank you. This is really the highlight of my day.
We appreciate the hard work of the administration. Let's hope we get back to school soon. In a turn for athletic adventure, far away from their home court and their teammates, the girls' volleyball team have not let their extra time go to waste. The girls have continued to train and prepare for the next fall sports season. Alina Trzynski joins us now with more.
Thanks, Aiden. As school closure is confirmed to stay until the end of the year, our girls' volleyball team has remained hard at work. To ensure they are prepared for their upcoming season, the team has been taking many countermeasures to ensure their athletes are fit and at a competitive level for next fall.
So we're really focused on trying to stay in the best shape possible, whether it's physically or mentally. We are still maintaining our preseason training through at-home workouts and individual practice of skills. And overall, we're just trying to stay as positive as we can in regards to the future.
Players from the team choose to help each other out by sending each other their own workouts from cardio, strength, flexibility, and endurance.
So as a team, we've all been sending each other workouts to do at home because it is important that we stay fit and healthy and we continue to exercise and play volleyball. If we were in school right now, we would be having our off-season training, but with the circumstances, we're not. So it's definitely an adjustment for all of us, but we are all doing these exercises on our own.
The team has their eye on the county champs and are putting in work even during these uncertain times.
Now that's a united team. While the students of Ms. Rosanna Ali were not able to use their normal classroom resources, many of which have turned to at-home creations in the Education 101 course. We'll turn now to Oliver Trzynski, who will tell us more about the students' intriguing creations. Thank you for joining us, Oliver.
Thanks, Aiden. Ms. Rosanna Ali's Education 101 classes have tested their creativity with their at-home upcycling projects. With just the use of a can, roll, or any used object, students recreated it into something special and fun. Some upcycled items included pencil holders, used Mountain Dew bottles, and much more. After completing the hands-on portion of the project, the young crafters wrote a small summary about what they did and what they transformed their pieces to be.
Hi, this is Aiden Rosado, and I will be showing you how to make apple French toast casserole. Now I'll be showing you how to make it. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be putting the strudel on top. Oh, it's kind of hot. That's our apple French toast casserole.
While the Education 101 students may no longer be in class, that didn't stop them from getting creative. Giving back to the world, they're giving trash a new purpose.
Social and emotional well-being is as important as ever in this age of distancing. Have no fear, the Falcon Board's Connor Menzies had the opportunity to hear from many of our staff members who are hard at work helping students achieve just that. Thank you for joining us, Connor.
Thanks, Aiden. Remote schooling is a busy time for South's guidance counselors and support services department, all of whom have been hard at work helping members of the school community adjust to the many changes experienced in the recent weeks. There is much to be gained from unity, and from remembering that being apart physically doesn't make us any more alone.
One term I heard that I really liked during this is called social isolating together, which I think is very true, that although we're going through this kind of period of time where we have to be home, it is something that we are going through together. So I would encourage you to reach out to your friends, whether it's through FaceTiming or Zoom, even Zooming teachers right now is a way to connect. Even being silly and getting on TikTok and making videos and sending them out to each other can be something that's really fun to do during the day and can remind you to stay connected to people that we love.
And there are many ways for those who are feeling any added stress to address those feelings proactively.
One strategy that is helpful for managing stress and negative emotions during this very difficult time is something called distracting. We can't control the thoughts that come into our mind. We can only control what we do with them. If we start to have very negative emotions, we can do something called a grounding technique. First, look for 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, listen for 3 different sounds, see 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste.
One of the few things that's certain these days is that we live in a time of uncertainty. That said, there are plenty of resources and mindsets that can help all to have the ability and courage to overcome together.
When the Falcon Board returns, we'll take another look at unique submissions of inspiration submitted by you. But first, a bird's eye view of the Mill Pond River. The Falcon Report will be right back.
Mom!
Oh, the place looks great! You do know Mother's Day is Sunday, right?
Early May looked absolutely beautiful. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's turn to another Aiden with the weekend forecast. Aiden Dombrowski joins us now. So Aiden, what should we be expecting this weekend?
You're sure right about that, Aiden. Early May was quite a sight to see, and I believe we're in for a similar forecast this weekend. Starting with today, we'll be greeted by occasional rainfall, 56 degrees, but don't let this fool you, as it will bring out the sun for the rest of the weekend. Heading into tomorrow, we'll be welcomed by sunshine early in the morning and a bit of clouds at 50. Finally, on Sunday, temperatures will jump back to 59 degrees with partial sunshine throughout the day. Although the weather has gotten significantly better, remember to stay inside and stay safe, South. Back to you, Aiden.
Another edition of South Speaks is here, as we'll take a look at a new wave of submissions sent by you. That's all for this edition of the Falcon Report. From our entire staff and yours truly, stay safe and have a great weekend, South.